How that one look? Looking good? Yeah. Yeah. Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, Humvee.
It's your boy DB.
This is the Truck Cast, episode number...
Let's
see.
This is number
30.
40.
Episode number 40. Episode number 40 of the Truck Cast. And you know what we do on the Truck Cast. We talk about relationships.
Talk about relationships.
Love. That's mine. We always do this every episode.
No, it's mine.
We talk about love, relationships, how to stay together longer than 60 days.
Longer than 60 days. That's 2 months. What up, Tony Clark? What up, Miss Reed?
Hey, Tony.
3 days. Nigga. You ain't cutting it. I'm gone. That type of shit.
We out here trying to find love.
Yeah.
What up, Will?
Definitely.
What's up, brother?
All this banter in the back, as you can see, you guys, we got guests. We got guests in the back of the truck. We got, should you introduce them? You never introduced the guests.
Right now, we got some of the ladies from a very close friendship. I've been knowing these ladies maybe like last 4 or 5 years. We have grown. This is Miss Kiana and Mrs. Deanne.
You said Mrs. They're both
Mrs.
No, not Mrs. Miss.
Miss.
MS. Period. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like M-I-S-S or M-S?
MS. M-I-S-S is like a teenage girl, like a younger girl.
Teenage
MS
girl.
is an adult woman.
Don't hurt me,
Unmarried
okay.
woman.
Hey, I learned something every day.
Okay, right. I was
Is
going to say the same
truth, or is
thing.
that- Oh, it really?
For real, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Because, my theory was M-I-S-S, like, yeah, for
Kinda
talk
little
freaky to
sassy.
you, like,
Yeah,
a little.
kinda.
Yeah, that's what
You can use it as that if you want, but
What up, Keisha?
yeah.
I knew that.
Hey, y'all, Facebook, YouTube land,
Yeah. What's
share
up,
the
y'all?
video, hit the likes, subscribe to
Yeah.
our YouTube page.
Yeah.
If you share the video, more people can watch it and they get a chance to experience the greatness of the Truck Cast.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
said that in harmony, in sync.
We're great at what we do.
Yeah. We got a truck fashion.
Truck fashion? I got you, man.
Oh, my
All
God.
right, okay, we got it.
You got
The paper already got it. Dang it.
Truck fashion, y'all.
truck fashion.
Truck fashion.
You guys ready for the truck fashion?
Hey, we're ready.
People need help out there.
People need help.
please help
And we
people.
are the Truck Cast counselors here to help you through your greatest
All
and
the truck
sometimes
casters
your
out there,
lowest
thank you so much.
of a struggling relationship.
Make sure you guys email us, truckcast2018@gmail.com. Follow us on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, IG,
Snapchat,
all that.
YouTube, the
Twitter,
Truck Cast.
The Truck Cast. At The Truck Cast. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
We'll get into it.
All right, here we go. Hey, Humvee and DB.
Hey,
I met and started talking to this guy from a dating app.
what up, Kimberly?
Our conversations were real cool and easygoing.
What up, Shamel?
We talked for a few weeks and finally met in person. It was a good first date, so of course I anticipated further interactions, but we just would talk over the phone and text. This was ongoing for a while, and when we finally met in person again, we had sex. Y'all listen? Okay. I automatically thought it would be more of us together this time, but it always goes back to talk and text. I would send him a text saying something like, "Did you think of me today?" His response would be, "Stop that."
Stop there.
I'm befuddled, guys. We had sex, and I mean, it wasn't a memorable, but we had sex. He only texts me to say, "Good morning, and how are you doing today?" Never to say, "Are you free for Friday?" or "Keep this weekend open for me." He texts out of the blue after 11:30 p.m. to see if I'm up and jokes about coming over to chill. We have only did it one time, and it seems like he wants to do it again, but what does it mean when you tell a girl that's pursuing you to chill out when I'm texting him stuff like, "I'm thinking of you"? Signed, hard to read.
Okay. Did y'all want y'all taking this?
No, I do not want to take this one.
Well, we already know we
It's
already
the
know
hard truth, right?
that he got what he wanted.
Exactly.
He may have something, may or may not have something already that he's already working on and involved with. This may just be a a fling, a fun thing right now. You know what I mean? He got what he wanted.
Right.
So basically, he's just trying to continue to get what he wants. He has no interest in her as far as the relationship is concerned. You know, he's showing it. He's telling her, if you're saying I'm thinking about you and you're talking about stop it, that's already telling you right there where his mind is at, where his head is at.
It's obvious.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
it's not rocket science.
No.
He got what he wanted. It is what it is.
Exactly. Never had any
Well,
intention on being with
us-
him.
But it's her fault though.
Why is it her fault?
Well,
Because
I mean,
she gave in to, she didn't allow him to get to know her.
What is the whole,
What's
you were about to say she gave in. What did she give in?
What did she give into?
Well, if she wanted more than sex, then she wouldn't have just jumped straight into having sex. She would have allowed him to show her other things, show interest in other things. She made the chase. He didn't even have
She
to
made it
chase.
easy.
Hell, he didn't even have to work hard for
No.
that. So it is.
Well,
what
he
it is.
did. The
It's
nigga had to
just-
talk
it
and
is
text
what
to
it
her.
is.
The
Well, he
nigga-
did that before he got the goods. After he got the goods, shit, he don't have to. He
Right,
don't have
right.
to communicate with her anymore.
because he already, and unfortunately, we've all been through that. We've all done
Well, yeah.
it. But he already see where her
Yeah,
mind
plug
is
it.
at. He already see where she at. He knows she's easy, so
Get it.
that's it.
And the
Still
harsh
going.
reality is that usually when a guy get it that quick, and they kind of want to play around with it a little bit more,
longer.
like a
Until
little
they
bit more,
tired.
like maybe
Until they
about
tired.
a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Sex must have not been good.
Well,
I
she
think
said
she
it wasn't
was
memorable.
mediocre. She said it was-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said
She
it
was-
wasn't.
yeah, she said it
was-
memorable.
it wasn't
probably
memorable.
wasn't memorable to him
Yeah.
too.
Exactly.
That's why he said,
Exactly.
"Stop it."
Oh.
Well, that's a. I mean,
You
let
might
her
need to
know. I mean,
That's
trying to
boot,
get a signal?
Move
boot. No,
on,
no.
sis.
This is live and unedited.
Oh, okay. So
Goddamn
you gotta move
iPhone
on,
got
baby.
hot.
Yes, that
woman
iPhone.
to woman, honey.
Move
He
on,
done.
sweetie.
Move on.
You know.
Learn from
I've
this
played,
time.
I've played the fool
Going
before
forward.
as
We all
well,
have.
okay?
We all
Look, the
I'll play
queen
the
has
fool.
played
We
the
all
fool
have.
as well.
Queen has played the fool.
Yes, I have. I have played the
That's
fool.
what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, she said all he does is talk and text, so
Can
he
you
did
close
get
the
it
door?
in.
It is like freaking cold. Okay, close the
You feel-
door.
From this point on, for
Close
her,
the
I would
door.
say
Mhm.
don't invest any more time. She already know what it is.
Are
He
you
done gave her the
serious?
signs.
Right.
He's not looking for anything else, so move on. Move past that. Move on.
Oh,
Yeah.
go step out and go get your children. Then you can-
We good.
Oh,
Go
good.
ahead.
I need
Okay.
you to get a Android.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Android.
That's what I'm talking about.
Leave
You
him
don't have to
iPhone
do
for
it
Yeah.
all day while I'm sitting in this car and it's 30-something degrees outside. Are you
My
serious?
goodness. What do we have going
Do you
on
need
here?
my phone?
I'm gonna need you to be ready.
What
Okay?
is going on?
Ticket.
Hey,
The
Do you have
warm
another?
bed.
You have
That-
another?
no, we just do the truck fashion. We give our thoughts, and I ain't even give mine.
Yeah.
Well,
what's
What's your
your thought?
thoughts? What's your thoughts?
So, let me see. Who is this walking around?
What's that? Baby, it's full and it's
It's my homeboy.
Oh, what up, Mike?
That's Mr.
you know,
Nebraska.
You good?
Yeah,
I
what's
was
up,
like,
man?
damn, I was just thinking about it, you know.
Go ahead, get you something to eat, man.
What up, big?
Hey,
How y'all doing?
good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Jesus.
When y'all finna go live?
We already live. Let
You
me
want
let
to get
this
in the
one
back of
door.
the truck? The back?
It's too cold for the backpack.
It's cold. You gotta be down. Ooh,
Finna get something to eat.
Because it's cold. We were
cold.
just asking if you wanted to get in the backpack. Because
that door?
When y'all get the show finished, I'll be back to like.
Why this light?
this is so
This is,
disrespectful.
oh,
need a blanket
close my
back
door
there?
again. Close it. The door.
The right thigh is cold.
Wow. Oh, I'm finna raise it up.
All right.
I'm finna raise it up.
don't rush back.
No more interruptions, okay? Look, time is ticking. I'm
Ooh-wee.
at 10 o'clock.
That's
I'm
what
on
I'm
a
talking
schedule,
about.
honey.
That's what I'm. Hey, everybody.
We had technical difficulties.
Thank you for everybody coming over on YouTube and watching us.
Go to YouTube and watch
Still
us if you
going
got
down.
to.
Still live. yo.
Still going down,
Still
y'all.
live in a
Still
major
live
way.
on YouTube. Still live. Shit.
Okay. We live and unedited. It always
That's
happens
right.
this way.
That's the best.
Hey,
Um,
y'all gotta know, y'all gotta bear with us, y'all. Bear with us.
So,
We say that shit all the time. With us.
so pretty, so pretty.
I want to bear with us.
If you can't bear with us, you ain't gotta watch the show or be on the motherfucking show.
What?
Nigga, you
Scorpio.
asked me to be on this
Come on.
motherfucking
I didn't ask you to be no goddamn
yes,
way.
you did.
No, I didn't. I asked Deanne. You tried
Well,
to bump
he
me
asked
onto the
me, so
show.
your partner asked me. So,
Shit.
What up, Shamel? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all
Can we
for
talk about Saturday?
staying with us.
Can we talk about Saturday?
let me continue with the truck fashion and how what my thoughts were.
Yeah, we want.
Yeah, go ahead. What was your thoughts, bro? Y'all true.
So pretty much, young lady, you need to move on.
Yes,
Hard to read. That's what she signed. She signed as hard to read. So hard to read. You definitely need to move on from this guy. He pretty much thinks of you as a booty call.
Yes.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
thinks nothing of you.
This is my personal opinion is that this guy, he works a lot. He may have some type of situation going on where he's not understanding himself. He may be really into you. He doesn't know how to express himself. So therefore, just because he doesn't answer your calls, he tells you, hey, chill out. Because he doesn't like, you know what, I don't want to jump into this so fast.
That's the bullshit I'm talking about. This is straight
Hey,
bullshit.
yo, listen. Y'all listen.
First and foremost,
God.
this is my motherfucking show. Y'all let me talk.
It is your show.
This is my
Hold on.
Listen.
motherfucking show. Anyway, he may be going through some things. If you like what I'm saying, hit them likes. If you like what I'm saying, hit them
Hey,
likes.
I
Hit
like
them
what you're
likes.
saying, bro.
I
I
know.
didn't even think about that.
Could you
He
pull
may-
me
You know why you
He-
think about it? You want to know why?
Oh, God.
Because
He may,
bullshit.
what I'm saying
Straight
is, he may be
bullshit.
going through some things with this young lady that you know he may not be. I don't know if I want to commit. He may have commitment issues,
right.
but that don't mean he don't like you. That don't mean that at all.
I'm about to have
So
a
you just gotta understand.
I was shocked at this.
I just gotta I just want you to make me, hey babe, you know, don't tell me like just chill out, you know. Don't pressure me. Pressure.
Right.
Don't pressure me
understand. Yeah.
into doing something
Pressure
that
you?
you know.
I mean,
It makes sense.
Pressure you?
Think about what he said right here.
It makes
Look at what he said. She said this is an ongoing for a while, and we finally met in person again, and we had sex. Oh damn, I met you in person, and now I gotta have sex with you. That's pressure, man.
That's pressure.
That's a lot of pressure on
That
a
is
young
pressure.
man. So
That is
therefore,
pressure.
you don't want to put that kind of pressure on
I
him.
can dig it.
And he feel like he don't want to put his feelings out there. He's not quite sure because the first time when you met him, it was pressure.
I can't.
Yeah.
I see y'all.
I can understand.
My time.
Hold on.
My time.
No,
is
hold
over
on.
For this bullshit.
hold on, no, hold on,
Good day.
Q.
Bye.
Q, hold on. Hold on.
I'm not gonna sit here and be around this stupidity.
We just need to. Everybody has.
Look, guys, truth hurts.
Look, let me. I
hurts.
gotta close my ears. to
Truth
this.
hurts.
Everybody
Yeah.
has.
You know,
Truth
So,
hurts.
well, hold
Now,
on.
you
Why
know it's
do
a
you
woman out
guys
there
believe
that's
it's
listening
bullshit?
to you, right? And
And
she's
really-
believing that
yeah.
shit and
The
thinking
kind
she
of
got hope.
everybody's like,
I can't.
and she may. And
everybody's like,
I hope
oh
this
wow.
young lady don't feel like we're making a mockery of her, making
Right.
fun of
Because
her,
we're
'cause
not.
We're not making a mockery,
We've been,
but
we've been.
we're
yeah.
giving you the perception and the side of a man, how he may think. It's not always, you know, in black and white. It's not always in
So,
there.
DB,
So
do you think that guy is really going through emotions? Is that how you truly feel?
it's a possibility. It's a
No,
possibility.
how do you feel? Do you
go?
feel like if from a man, if that was your sister,
Hey, grab me. Get that fried fish.
Get that part.
Go ahead.
Hey, make sure you watching. Okay.
Watch who?
Make sure you watching.
Oh, okay.
Really?
All right.
All right. Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
All right. Hey, listen. Truck fest.
Truck fashion. So that was the truck fashion, guys. And y'all are getting on my motherfucking Hey, you better watch.
Hey, if y'all. Hey, we have so much fun every freaking Tuesday, man.
Today's a better Tuesday.
Hey guys, share the video. If you're watching the video on Facebook, share the video. Scroll down, hit share. If you say, I don't like it watching on YouTube, I don't like watching on Facebook, look at the link in the description of this video and hit that link and it'll take you over to YouTube,
Why you
guys.
so loud? Damn.
This is
This is my motherfucking show. That's why.
Listen.
See, you know why? This is a Virgo.
Q.
I can't deal with a Virgo, man.
That's right.
We had. you were telling me a story about attachments, and like what should or should we have like when you're attached. I forgot the story you were saying about it, like being too attached or like not being attached or
Passive. I was talking
passive.
Passive.
The passiveness.
Passive. What the hell you
Explain that a
getting
little bit.
about. Well, in relationships, people are too passive. You know, you allow your guy.
Man,
and
talk
your,
up, man. We ain't got mics. Talk up.
Okay. Sorry, we'll start over. Let me talk louder. Okay. People are too passive in their relationships. Like What I mean is, there was a post in the group, in my 2020 today, where
Shout out
the
Justin. What
question
up,
was
Mike?
posed.
Stop it out.
The question was posed: should you be on your ex's insurance if you're with a new significant other?
Why
Go
not?
to the no. You need to detach yourself
Everything.
from that past shit and focus on your new relationship, and y'all get some insurance together if this is who you're going to be with. The only attachment you should have to someone is if you have a child by them. Then that's understandable.
Okay.
However,
That's right.
I don't
can dig
need you calling my man every day. I don't need you sending him slips about his insurance and checking in and reporting to him about his insurance.
that shit.
We got this over here. Detach yourself. If you feel like you still need her, what I'm here for?
Damn.
You could go on back to her and deal with her. And I mean, what am I here for? Detach yourself from certain things. I see women being so passive about certain things.
Yeah.
Nigga asks you what you want. Tell them what you want. Oh, I'm just so grateful to get whatever he throws at me. And I'm okay. No, tell a person what you want. Be vocal, express yourself. It's okay to have the desires of your heart and what you want. Stop being passive because you're trying to give these niggas brownie points, and vice versa. Men, stop doing the same thing to the women.
as I-
Y'all need
So,
to stop
Kiana,
being
can you-
passive.
As
Can
I
you
said,
say-
though, huh?
Go ahead,
As I
Deanna.
feel though, I also feel some people just put on this persona for Facebook, a persona to impress a certain person.
Stop it.
In and
That's your
outside the
representative.
group. A representative.
Yeah, you got to put
So
your representative
not
out
all
there
of
on your
them
day,
may
right?
be
What up, Eric?
passive. Some of them may just be playing passive, and then when they actually get to that person and they really see what they are. See, that's the importance of being who you are, because you don't want to put up this front and then this person get to know you and see that you're really nothing of what you portrayed yourself to be.
Exactly.
So you need
That's
to be yourself at
catfishing.
all times. It's catfishing.
That's catfishing.
Be yourself
It's
at
not
all
just
times.
about looks.
Because exactly,
Okay.
It's
because
about
that person
personalities.
falls for the
Okay.
person that you're representing and you're
Exactly.
acting
Yeah, the
like.
personality does have a
Yeah,
look.
Exactly.
it has a big difference. It does. It really does.
That's why I show y'all asses every color of me.
Mhm.
Y'all see the bitchiness. Y'all see the loudness. Y'all see the sweetness. Some days I tell y'all asses I love you, and some days y'all get on my damn nerves.
Right.
Right.
And that's me. I'm gonna show you every side of me. So therefore, if a
You have nothing
brother
against
want to
him.
holler at me,
He knows.
they know what they're getting.
knows.
They know
You
they're gonna
they
need
know
Jesus.
what my
Shit.
expectations
They know they're
are.
gonna need
They know
Jesus.
I'm not gonna tolerate the bullshit, and you need to keep it 100 and come correct.
You need to
because I'm
keep it
gonna do the same.
117.
Right.
Keep it 117?
That's right, 120. Keep it 120.
I'm not with the bullshit. I will cut you off and release your ass to the
Well-
community with the quickness.
Having said all that, why do bad relationships happen then?
Because people are because it's what you allow and what you accept. You know
Teach people how to treat you.
exactly what you
Teach
put
people how to
out
treat you.
is what you get. You weak, you
Bro.
act weak, you gonna
My foot, bro. My bad.
y'all,
You stop
Got
sitting in the
your
wrong
arms
side.
up.
And-
Stop
and-
sitting in the wrong
and-
motherfucking spot. This is my spot here. Hold on, Miss Williams E. Carmen has a question. She goes, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. She said, why guys will give their homeboys a play-by-play of his whereabouts without any issues, but when this girl asks him where he at, what he doing, he start tripping.
man,
clocking
hold
you.
up. Great question. Great question.
That's for us, motherfucker.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's a great
That's
question.
a man's question. We can't.
Go ahead and let him have it.
No,
Let him have it.
cause we feel comfortable with our homeboys. Like, yo, he might want to come
That's
out
gay?
and like,
It's gay.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gay.
Continue.
He might like, yo, where you at, bro? Come holler at me. Like, you with your fellas, you want to hang out with your partners, but like, you know, if your girl come, she gonna be out with her. You gonna be out with your partners and shit, and she gonna be like, oh, you out here having fun without me?
Hold on, so you'll tell a dude your play-by-play, everybody, you screwing that nigga?
No, I'm not screwing that.
Okay,
The
so
thing
I
is-
don't
But
get
I
it.
know how.
Why?
the-
But
the-
sometimes
Why
that,
not
be
that you may be the woman. You may
be honest with her so she can
You taking
deal
stuff
with.
way out of context.
right. You
You know,
know,
I'm
ask
an
you-
extremist.
And I don't want to know your every single whereabout.
Yeah, I don't.
You know,
yeah, exactly.
but be honest with me, babe. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play ball. I'm going to do this.
You're a
or
Scorpio.
whatever.
You're understanding. You
I'm
can
very
understand that.
understanding.
Scorpios
I'm
understand?
understanding
Yes.
too, but you know,
Yes.
I'm very detailed.
But you got to be honest.
You're
There's
very
a
detailed.
difference.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
There's a
detailed.
difference with it, yeah.
Because you want details when it
But
comes
see,
down
but
to
see,
it.
like,
You know, it depends on what it is. I love details and I'm so analytical and I look into things, but it depends on what the situation is.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't expect for him to want to know my every whereabout either. You know what I mean? Not to say
There's
nothing's
balance.
going on.
There's
Right.
balance.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
it's balance.
So I heard it.
Yeah.
So okay. So a guy's out with his friends. You maybe out with your girls. What is a decent time? I seen this in the group. What's a decent time? What you think for you, your companion to come in?
You're in a
And me
relationship.
as a man, I'm like, if I'm in a relationship with the woman, I'm in a relationship with her for a reason. Meaning I trust her.
That's right. That's right.
So
Makes sense.
as long as I call you and you pick up the phone, I don't give a damn.
No, it's
Like I had a situation with my ex. She was a Virgo.
Right.
I came in there. I came in there at 12 o'clock. Fell asleep downstairs on my couch watching Sports Center because I'm a ESPN fan. And I ate some food, passed out on the couch, passed out. You know,
Right.
slightly inebriated because you know I don't drink a lot.
Right.
And I passed out and I slept.
You so right.
Woke up in the morning. It's like 6:30. Put all my food cleaned up. Walked upstairs. It's about 7 o'clock. She's like, "You just not getting in?" I'm like, "No, I've been here since 1 o'clock."
Right.
Well, to her,
So let
To her what?
me tell
So
you
y'all
what you.
so I had to get a whole detail.
No,
You
let me
could
tell
have
you,
been like,
but you
babe,
Had to
I'm
get a
right
whole
there.
breakdown.
But
Right.
why look at
You
it
went
like
wrong.
that? Why
You
look
don't
at
want
it
to
like
accept
that?
responsibility. What you should have did was you should have walked your drunk ass upstairs.
I can't get a sandwich.
And hold on.
Okay,
hold
well,
on.
A
But you
nigga
was
can't get a
irresponsible.
sandwich when he walk in his house.
But
Get
y'all
that on
create-
you. You created
That's
that
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
back.
How you
You
gonna
right
put the
there.
blame on him?
Listen, you choose
She
your
coulda
battles.
woke
You
up
choose your battles.
If you
though.
are
In-
that
in deep
irresponsible,
thought,
when you can't handle
And
your
like, damn, where my
business,
man at? She
No.
could have walked downstairs.
So she gonna just imagine, he just assume he's downstairs? He could have, you could have very easily
Y'all don't
went upstairs
accept
and said, babe, I'm
responsibility.
downstairs.
If
Or
it was-
whatever it was. Just be honest
Oh
and
my
tell her.
God.
If it was
afterwards.
me, and I know I didn't want that
Oh.
bullshit, I'm walking my ass up to the stairs, baby. I'm right here.
That's right.
I'm in this house.
Exactly.
That's what women do.
If
What
you
if she
got
would
a
have did
text her
that to
from
you?
downstairs
You
or
was
whatever it may be,
irresponsible.
call, whatever.
You should have walked your butt up the stairs. You
Choose your
created your
battle.
You see how they put the blame on
battle.
us?
No, choose your battle. I'm not, I'm definitely not. It's
Next.
Go ahead, I'm
it
listening,
is
Deanne.
what
Go
it
ahead.
is.
I'm listening to
You
reason
gonna
when it comes to
listen-
Deanne. Because Virgos have no reason.
I can get up out this truck. Can I leave?
Ma!
No.
Nope.
Because y'all Virgos, y'all, like real talk,
You got a
Kiana.
complex because your
Kiana.
ex was a Virgo. I ain't your ex.
And I'm not here to not admit that. I admit that, absolutely. I can admit that.
So can you say you choosing your battle because you're trying to start stuff?
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
are.
Well, no, because I know how Virgos think. They think overly.
Yeah, you do know how they
They-
think. So why you
they
playing
overthink
this?
stuff?
So why don't you
That's-
just
that's what you do?
Because
You
because
Be
the
nice,
thinking that they have is somewhat
Now that-
selfish
now, are you,
and it's
are you
over the
grouping-
top.
Are you
He
grouping
has
all
a
Virgos
complex
together?
against Virgos.
All Virgos?
You have a complex
Well,
against
no,
Virgos. You
other-
need counseling.
So let me tell you, just because
Therapy
you
or
know
something.
how
You need
they
therapy.
operate and you doing that, you're using that right now to get her upset.
She hurt you. And you're trying to hurt me. Hurt
And listen
people.
to Deanne
hurt
with
people.
her
Go ahead, Deanne.
therapist.
Go ahead,
She's-
Deanne.
Hurt people.
Making
hurt
it
people.
all
You need to apologize
smooth.
for taking it
Guys,
out.
we apologize.
What are you
for
doing?
having Virgos on the show.
You need to
You're so
apologize
serious.
To who? To you?
to me.
You hurt her feelings.
You hurt me.
God bless you.
Oh man.
Come on, Deanne.
Virgos always get the shorty. See, he caters to her because she's a Scorpio.
Absolutely, she's my Scorpio sister. I understand her. Yes, absolutely. But I mean, like, I'm not saying Virgos are Virgos
No,
wrong. You know,
they're
you know,
not.
I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
I ain't
I know,
moved.
I
I'm not
You know.
moved.
Come on, Humvee. What you think?
I'm
What you
not
think, bro?
moved.
What you think,
Well, I
Humvee?
don't know about signs, so I don't know.
No, what you think about the situation of the
You
Of
was
him being
irresponsible.
downstairs.
of me downstairs?
Well, no, I said you shouldn't put the blame all on the man. The woman can wake up and hearing stuff like shit. Let me
That
check.
makes no
See what,
sense.
or
to
you,
me.
or you
He
could,
is
or
the
they
one
could
who
have sent the
chose-
text.
That makes no
She
sense.
could have sent the text. He
Yeah.
could have sent the text.
Okay, she could have sent the text.
What up,
Baby,
Ari?
Where you at? You okay?
He chose
Why
to go
does it
out.
make no sense though?
It makes no sense. He is the one who chose to go out and stay out late. He is the one that overly drank where he can't function and do the proper thing. It's his fault.
It's his fault.
Yes,
Okay.
he needs to act responsibly.
There's a whole
he
bunch
is not
of-
acting responsibly in a relationship.
So Deanne,
Okay.
as a Scorpio woman, your man does that. He tells you what I told you.
Well, I'm okay. So we have a set time. Say we both say 2 a.m.
Okay, so you detailed. So she's
We're gonna be in this house at 2 o'clock, no later.
So
than
you
2 o'clock.
want your man in the house by 2
So,
o'clock?
I mean, if that's something we
If
work
that's
out
the case,
together.
yeah.
If
No,
that's something we work
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with you
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying how you fell asleep. Oh, you should have walked upstairs and say, "Babe, I'm here."
But that's what I'm
I get
getting.
it.
If you know what
I
you're
get it.
dealing with, you
I
knew
get
she
it.
was a Virgo, right?
That
And you
makes
say
sense.
she crazy
But
or
that was
whatever.
my first time ever
You
dealing with
should
one.
have
That was the first
checked
time ever
in
dealing
and
with
said,
But
"Yo,
you have
I'm
been with
here."
her,
You
so you
created
know.
your problem.
But I'm
No, but-
saying,
See, he
if-
don't
I understand
You're
it's your
in
first
denial.
time
But
dealing with,
think
but I'm
about-
talking about women
You're
in
in
general,
denial.
though. Like you know, probably would just do
But,
that.
So I'm
I gotta
saying-
be that detailed in the point that I walk into my own house. You're at my house.
But I'm gonna say, okay.
Why would I got? Why would I be?
Okay.
Why would I be
Just
out
after
messing with
her
another chick and you're
Sometimes-
at my
No,
house?
but listen, just sometimes
Should've
just to
said,
keep
"Yeah."
just to keep down.
What the hell, man?
How about that? Baby.
She would have
It's
been
simple.
okay.
It's
She would have been.
simple.
But it keeps down a lot
I'm
more
home.
minutes.
I'm
Sometimes
home.
you
I'm
just
too
gotta do
tired,
what you gotta
drunk
do
to go
keep
up the
down the minutes
stairs.
if you don't want to.
Baby, I'm home.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm home. I'm
That's
too
it.
fucked up to come up the
Yeah.
stairs. This is my- this
It
is
wasn't
my
that I was too
regular
fucked
thing.
up. It wasn't that I was too fucked up. I wanted a motherfucking sandwich. I can't get a sandwich
But you
in
went to
my own
sleep
house.
after you got the sandwich.
And then I ate the sandwich. I'm watching, you know, I'm a guy.
So was this all upstairs? You did all this upstairs?
No,
You
all this
went
downstairs.
downstairs.
She was
to the
upstairs.
kitchen?
She was
Okay.
upstairs.
I was, my kitchen shit was downstairs.
What I'm saying is if he knew this.
Yeah, he should have.
Because
really.
because I'll be
Yeah.
like,
But then
People
again,
out there,
like, she
YouTube
didn't
world,
hear
Facebook world, was I wrong
around
for
and
eating a sandwich in my own house
I'm not
downstairs?
sitting up there worried about it.
But you know what? Like I was finna say, like if we decide, okay, 2 o'clock, we're gonna be in this house together. He ain't here to. No, we're gonna say, okay, 2:05 is the latest. You're not here at 2:05. I'm gonna be calling you or texting you because anything could have happened. I might be like, babe,
Shit, what?
you good? You all right? You know, anything could happen.
Don't start with
I-
me.
Somebody arguing on this shit.
No, but I
they
know.
are?
Everybody say, you don't see the other side. He was sleep downstairs. Hey, I mean, like, I feel exactly where she's coming from.
Right.
I'm like, well, nigga, if you was
Definitely,
sleep downstairs,
definitely.
why not text me? Because,
Yeah, just
motherfucker,
let me know
I'm a
something.
little bit
Oh,
inebriated,
you want
and
me
I
to
passed.
just, wake up out my sleep and say, oh, let me text him.
Well, I mean,
Well, see,
That's your man.
That's gonna be me.
you
I
gonna
do
hear
that.
something
I do. I
downstairs.
do
You
that.
gonna.
So what would you do, Kiana?
You
What
gonna
would
hear
you do?
something downstairs.
Kiana, what would you
And
do?
if you're in a scared state,
No.
you're gonna be like, shit. What the
Yeah.
what the fuck is going? Let me
That's
text
why
my
I
baby.
just said I'm like
to see.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You know what I'm
anything,
saying?
because anything.
But
could
she's
happen.
not a Virgo woman or like that.
They ain't scared?
ain't
Not
scared.
all Virgo. Don't say that. Don't Google.
Them motherfuckers are like, oh, this nigga, I bet, let me, where you at? I mean, I'm on the street.
Why
Oh,
you doing
you
your
on the street
neck
at a
and your
bitch
hair
house,
like that?
nigga?
Right,
Cause I know how y'all is, man.
That's how.
Man.
That's how.
Yes, bro.
I don't know.
We think.
Should I tell you
very-
dollar store ass Virgo? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It's jokes.
You know, it's a lot of Virgos
It's
out there
jokes.
that's about to get you.
It's
Right.
jokes. We joking.
I know. he's right.
Everybody saying dude fell asleep downstairs, y'all.
But,
All my
but
people.
is it dudes that's saying that? Is it men
Oh, is it
that
the
are
females
saying
or
it?
the dudes?
Because I doubt if it's
Oh,
the females
shit.
saying it.
Oh,
highly
Somebody,
doubt it.
all the females said I should have gave a love tap. I'm not
Exactly. Thank you.
finna wake my woman out her beauty rest.
No.
Cause
But
her
you
rest
don't
is
wanna
important.
jump up out
I do
her
that all the
beauty
time.
rest to text your
Yeah,
ass.
girl,
You just
please.
contradicted yourself.
Please.
Loser.
Oh my god.
Next question.
Next
I
question,
lost.
please.
I lost
You
this one.
definitely
I
lost.
lost this
Oh
one.
man, I was trying to help him. And
You, what was you doing?
What is it called?
Over there
So what you think I should
laughing.
have did, Humvee?
Laughing at him.
no,
said-
you know.
What,
Should have
Humvee?
checked
What? What should he
in.
have done?
Babe, I'm home.
What should
No, you should have stayed and ate the sandwich.
That's what I wanted a motherfucking sandwich. I ate a sandwich, passed out downstairs sleep. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I mean, that's the real. It's not a story. That's the
No,
honest
you
to God
That's
truth.
what happened. That's what
yeah,
happened.
you changed
That's what
it.
happened.
You
That's
changed
the honest
it.
to God truth.
I
I ain't got
I
lie.
told you he
I ain't
good
got
with the wordplay. Irresponsible. Next. He created that own problem.
Okay.
You really
All right.
did.
Shit.
Next.
Next question, guys.
That sounds like a strong case for women.
Is
Y'all
it-
got that.
is
Y'all
it
got
a
that
strong
one.
case for women?
Okay,
Or
but
is
let's
it a logical
can we go back to
thing?
the 2 o'clock?
Uh-huh.
Like what time you
Just
you
throw-
want it
throw
for your
some out
mail?
there.
So
Do it.
yeah, if
Throw
I
some out
say 2 o'clock and we say no later than 2:05 or 2:10,
Mm-hmm.
and if one of us isn't in at that time or haven't contacted the other one, babe, I'm running late. This happened.
Right.
Then I'm gonna call because anything could happen. You know what I mean? A death
So-
could happen, an accident
Yeah,
could happen,
right.
anything. So I'm gonna call to make sure they're good.
So we should already off top set standards.
You
Yeah.
should set standards.
And that's
Well,
what,
or set
I
like
do-
the boundaries or
and
whatever you want to call it.
boundaries.
I do
Right.
preach that. I
Get
do
back
preach
to the
that.
question. Appropriate time in a relationship.
An
You're not gonna
appropriate?
in appropriate time
In a relationship?
relationship.
See,
So
Hold on, you
No,
just
no,
said
go ahead.
that was the
Oh,
question,
yeah.
right?
Go ahead,
You're
go
in
ahead.
a relationship. What's
Yeah.
the appropriate time to come
was the
in?
original
Okay, so I would say you should do a little things differently. Like there's certain occasions,
Right.
like if you're at a bachelor party or a bachelorette party, you're celebrating your brother's or a sister's birthday, special occasions. You may tend to stay out a little bit later. However, you should not be staying out and acting like a single person, staying out all late hours of the night all the time. You need to refocus.
Morals and standards play a big part
Very much.
when you're in a relationship.
Respect.
Yeah,
It's respect.
And
And 9 times out of 10, if I got a
And
good
communication.
man, if I have a good man at home that I love and I adore, and he's putting it down, I'm not gonna even want to be.
What's
in
a
the
good
streets.
man?
Why I want to be in them streets around these other Negroes? The only time I'm gonna be out in the streets
Yeah.
is to celebrate with my friends if it's a special occasion.
And
I
it
don't
could
need
like,
to be out
we'll
there.
Get together afterwards.
Yeah, I don't need
We'll
to
get,
be
you
out
know,
there to want it. I'm not shutting the club down if I got a man at home. My man at home waiting on
talking
me.
about.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
shutting the club down. I'm gonna chunk the deuces about
Too
12:45. I'm gonna be at home,
That's
ready
what
to
I'm
be with
talking
my
about.
man, and that's simple. 1:30, 1:15, I'm in the house.
Like
Maybe
that?
sooner than that.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
So, ladies, people out there, what is the appropriate time for your
I just
significant?
told you.
Well, I mean,
Can I be a motherfucking host of my show?
I just told you.
So, ladies and gentlemen out there, what do you consider? Write in the comments. What is an appropriate time for your significant other to be in the house? Give us this. Write a number.
Yeah.
1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 11:30. Some niggas out there that's
they
selfish.
said 2 a.m.
So they say 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
I mean, I feel like we're going to, okay, so baby, let's meet at the house at 2. We're going to both meet there together. We're going to shower together. We're going to go to bed.
The club closes.
Close again?
Who gonna close the club down in a relationship?
you have to
too
think,
old
you have
to be
consider,
shutting the club
you have to
down.
consider the time,
I'm
the drive
38.
time. You may be way across town.
What if I own the club? No.
If you own it,
Then you have people that can close it down
Right,
for
I
you.
understand.
You're too old to be closing the club
Too
down.
old
at
to be
2 o'clock.
closing down
Take
the
your
club.
butt home.
Everybody saying 2 a.m., 3. Somebody say 3.
Oh,
The club
God.
closed at 2.
only way I can
See?
say 3 is if we together. We out
Right,
somewhere
right.
together.
That
we're
makes sense.
together,
Yeah. Because we finna go
yes.
get something to eat out.
Yeah, we're gonna go get
Because
something. We're gonna
because
do, you
if
know,
my
do our
dude
thing,
tell
yeah.
me to come home at 3:30, that make me think, what you need extra time? Why
He
you
need
trying
extra
keep me
time
out?
to put
You
candles
trying-
around the
hold on.
tub,
You trying to
light
keep
them
me
candles,
out to
put
3:30
rose
a.m.
petals in the
What
water.
you doing? You know
You
what
know
I'm
what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
What you
Set
doing?
the mood.
What you doing at 3:30 in the morning? What you doing?
Negative.
When you walk
gotta
in,
think like a
Johnny Gill
nigga.
playing.
You gotta think like a nigga sometimes.
red dress.
Queen of game. I know game.
Oh,
Trying to keep, it is day. You gonna keep me, the woman? You gonna tell me, oh, it's okay, baby, you can come home at 3:30
What up,
in the
Benita?
morning.
Nah, hell
I'm your
no.
woman,
Nah,
and you want me out in
No,
them streets?
Like if
Or tell me I'm
I
gonna come
would
get you.
I would
if you
question
can't
it.
drive, I'm gonna come get you, baby. I got you. I'm gonna come
That's
get you. I'll pick you
bullshit
up.
right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
know
need to
that's
be home
bullshit.
at a decent time. Like I don't
Would
know
you
what
let
y'all-
your woman
but
stay
see,
out
but
at-
it-
would you let your
I
woman
wouldn't.
stay out at 3:30
I wouldn't.
a.m. and say that's
I would
If
be
I
calling.
call you and
I
I
would
pick
be
up the
calling.
phone and you answer you good, I ain't tripping because I'm not that. I'm
No,
not
but
that
I'm saying
insecure
at 3
person.
a.m. though, man.
I'm not insecure.
Oh,
I
you
don't
can't
care.
calling me
At 3 a.m., nigga, I'm
It's
like-
comments. It's not
Yeah,
about
I'm
being
not-
insecure.
Yes, it is my. To me,
No,
it is
it's
my
not.
insecure.
And at least
I'm
tell
far
me,
from
you know,
insecure.
where you at, what you doing, what's the logistics, what's
Y'all
going on? It's
allow
fucking
too
3
much
a.m.
stuff to happen to me.
What's up?
That's why a lot of
But
people.
what if they
single,
what she
allow too
out with her
much.
partners eating sandwiches or eating pancakes?
Why
Just let
she
me
out
know the
with your
logistics.
partners
That's what I'm
eating
talking about.
sandwiches at 3:30 in the morning?
Just let me
Take
know the
your
logistics,
ass
man.
home.
Because some girls have relationships
We
like
are
that.
women that got children and responsibilities. Who wants to be sitting out eating some
But
damn
sometimes
sandwiches
everybody
at
don't live for all
3:30
their
in the
damn
morning?
kids all the goddamn time. This is
God.
my goddamn weekend. I'm about to go with
My
my
weekend.
girls. I'm about to have a good time.
Week-
I'm
right.
about to do what I want to do.
Right.
Y'all not finna these goddamn kids.
Grab the app. Grab the app.
Finna
Grab it.
get me one
Grab
goddamn weekend.
I'm
Grab it.
That's what they about to do.
Grab that app.
That neck and that hand.
You better grab that app.
Jesus.
That's what they do.
It's
I mean, hey.
2018 dating era. I can't do. Ooh.
Didn't we ask about that? huh?
I mean, Q, you got to get up off the old. Sometimes the old traditional ways are not always it.
Well, I
many
think we
people
talked about that the last show, though.
How many
Huh?
people
So
watching?
much, but-
Thousands of people are watching.
No, girl, we
Oh,
only got
God.
we only got
So,
7.
is dating easier or harder in 2018?
It's harder because of bullshit like this.
Is dating easier or harder
It's
in
harder.
harder.
2018?
With
It's
social
harder.
media,
Okay.
with
Social
easy
media.
access to everything, with
Yep,
many
I agree.
options, many people that don't want to, there's so many options. They don't they don't really want to just stick to one person. They want to see what's out there.
But they don't have
So
patience.
they don't have
They don't
patience.
have
I mean,
What-
it's a
you
lot.
talking about men and women?
Men
Both.
and women. No, we're
Uh-huh,
saying
both.
both.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's sweating me. He asking me too many questions. He doing this.
People
I
don't want
got
to put
10
in.
options over here and 10 over here. I ain't about to deal with that.
Yeah.
On to
Oh
the
my
next.
Exactly.
goodness. So
That's
it's-
how they do
it's
it.
Exactly.
That's
well,
how they do it.
well, if that's how they do it,
Some.
how do some but not all.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Like like personally, like me, you know, we serial date, like me and DB, like we go on that serial date,
We
shit,
serial date.
and like multiple dates, see what the vibe is, you know, moving on and checking, you know, all that.
And see,
You should know you should know on the first date whether you're gonna
You
go
vibing
forward
with the
with the next person. I'm not wasting time.
that's not always true, though, Q.
No.
That's not always
You
true.
should have a
You
general
gotta have a
idea.
build-up.
Hold on.
Well,
you should have
an
a
idea
general idea. You
feeling that
still give them a
person.
try.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
You might
okay.
say,
That's
I'll
understandable.
go out again with this
So,
person,
I'm
or
saying-
you might say, no,
I'm 41
that ain't
years
for
old.
me.
I ain't got time to
Right,
waste
right.
the
So it's
time.
not always off the bat. Sometimes you.
Sometimes you might need a little.
You
Like,
can
Right,
try
try
it
right.
out.
Yes,
Depends depending on how much you
Right,
like that
right,
person and
right.
the chem.
Makes
You
sense.
wanna, you know, but you can't force it. You
Right.
have to accept reality. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
have to.
Goddamn, gotta
we
accept
are
reality. That's
like I'm 40 plus. You know, I don't have time to be wasting
What?
time. I'm
You
41 years
look
old.
like that.
I don't have time to be
46.
wasting time.
Who said
Who said 46?
No. I said you don't look like that.
Thank you, honey.
Mm-hmm.
What
At
did you
all.
say, DB?
I didn't say nothing about no
Oh,
damn 46.
DB?
You just be making stuff up. You trying to fight with me. You want to just hop out the truck and swing, because you know what I'm saying? I can't hit a woman, but I damn sure can take a charge. And you can be.
So I'm the voice of reason right now.
Yeah,
I heard
it seems that way.
It's like she trying to fight me. I'm not trying to. I
I
didn't
heard
say,
DB. I heard.
I didn't say nothing about no
Oh, you heard.
46.
I heard it.
Okay.
So you did hear 46.
I did.
No, the
See, I know
hell.
nigga be lying and shit.
Oh my God, I did not say
He
that.
be trying to trigger me and make me look like I'm the
what it
bad
is.
person.
That's what it is.
But I don't care.
So is dating easier or harder? What do you think?
It's harder.
It's harder. It's harder for you.
Somebody,
not
Kiana
harder-
Bots,
it's not harder
Kiana
for
said
me.
you should serial date.
Yeah.
I think you should. I agree with that because the more you have to get, like, you ain't gonna get a job if you apply for one job.
No, I didn't say you
You
should
gotta,
serial
you
date.
gotta
I
apply.
never once said
You
that.
gotta
No,
keep
no,
applying.
somebody-
Send your resume out there.
Kiana.
So
Put that
you-
motherfucker
you
on
think
blast.
We should. You should date like one guy at a time.
You should give.
Well, how
you
do
should
you
give
get to
it.
know
You
a
should,
person?
You have because
Well, just like you said though, you was like, nigga, I don't got, cause I got 10 brothers over here waiting, so I ain't
no,
even
no.
tripping.
That's what they say. I'm not saying that's what I have. I
Okay.
mean, I may have that. I'm
we
just
know,
saying
we
that's
know
how
you
people
have
do
that. All women have that. We not stupid.
We all have.
Y'all, we
options.
all
We
men
all
do
have
too.
options,
Right.
you know?
Y'all don't care about y'all
Yeah.
options though, but we are picky about ours.
That means to put your resume on blast. I'm a good woman. I got long hair. I got wet pussy. And put your resume out there. You got to send it out there. Because the more you put your resume on blast, the more chance you get for dates. And you got to apply.
What kind of dates do you want? Because by telling them your sexual.
No, I mean, that was a joke.
Sexual
That was-
preferences
I was just
and
being
all that
facetious.
stuff.
I was just being
You're gonna get
facetious.
a
No,
specific type
no, I'm not saying.
you
But
know
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying?
I like long walks in the park. I like to ruffle my dog, you know, stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
My
Yeah.
thing is that if I show interest in you and you show interest in me, all this chit chatting online, I don't want to, because all of that stuff is fluff to me. I need to see
Yeah,
the
you
real
need to
action.
know the
You can be
person.
who
Yeah.
you want to be
Online.
online. I need to
That
be up in your
That
face,
representative.
and I need to see you, and I need to see how you
And
act
smell
in
you.
person.
Exactly.
Because you might look
That
clean
body odor.
online,
That's
but
right.
might be
The
just
whole-
horrible.
My one right here smell like old ass hot dog water.
Exactly.
But I
God
make
damn,
me
she
wonder.
smell like old hot dog water.
This motherfucker smell like vinegar
Damn.
chips, nigga.
But hold on.
She smelling like
Shit.
old ass
It
hot
makes
dog
me
water.
wonder this.
Spit and vinegar
No,
chips, nigga.
No, seriously, guys, it makes me wonder this. It's a lot of people that will
smell
post
like
some
old
pictures
ass
on
hot dog
Facebook
water.
all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They will post pictures and
Oh,
they will
yeah.
flirt with these men and women online, and they don't want to meet up. But shit,
So
why
that
you don't
tells me a
why
lot.
you constantly saying good morning, beautiful, or good morning, handsome, and it's just a redundant. It's a redundant. I said handsome and beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, bring balance, big head. But anyways, so anyways, aren't you gonna eventually get tired of that? Why you don't
Right.
want to show face? What's the problem? Either you are catfishing, or you have something to hide. You're a false illusion, or you got a situation. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on a scene,
Right.
or you have a mental issue. You want a mental issue is getting riled up behind some darn likes. You feel glorified.
That's an insecure ass
And
man,
it's
bro.
not-
Yeah,
there are
that's
women,
like
there are
that.
people.
There are
Y'all make dudes that do that?
Women and
Really?
men do it.
Yeah, I know about women, but a
Do
man?
you ever watch?
Give
It's
a damn if a
never
nigga like your
one-sided.
picture.
I'm so lazy.
It's
It's-
never
it's-
one-sided.
right.
No, you got dudes that be thirsting for likes.
You
and-
niggas out here getting mad over like
Yes,
pictures.
they want to be seen. They could be in a whole relationship and still want to
Just
be
want the
seen.
attention.
Wants the attention, and they crave
That's a
that
damn
attention.
shame.
You
Oh,
dollar
that's
store
sad.
niggas out here getting
That's
mad
some
over
dollar
somebody
store
liking
shit.
your,
For
real.
liking you.
That's a mental issue. That's mental.
That's an
Mental.
insecurity ass shit. That
That's
But
why
then-
some people
but then when they
create
get-
false posts and false pages.
Now, if you like this nigga, if you didn't like 5 of his pictures, I'm like, yeah, you need to stop
No,
doing
I go
that shit.
through. I don't stop at 5. I swear to God, when you go to somebody's profile picture, they're light. I don't know why people want to be light. Gravitate to your true dark skin. I see people lighten their face. Like when it's your birthday and you're in my group and you got that light skin picture up, and I know you're 3 shades darker. I'm not posting that picture. I'm gonna go and find the real you and post that motherfucker.
Kiana stupid.
That's a whole-
What?
That's a
No,
whole
you.
nother-
I'm telling you, you have to continue. You
happens.
have. You don't stop at 5 pictures.
Shout out to all my dollar store
You keep
light skins
going,
out there.
you keep
Shout out to
going,
y'all.
You keep going and you find out.
Shout
out to my dollar store light
skins.
skins.
From
Them
light
shades
skin
change.
to chocolate
Well, I mean,
brown.
that's
It's
probably
nothing
over
wrong with
time,
being
right?
Chocolate brown. No.
Yeah.
From 2014 to
It's nothing wrong
2018.
with
It
it.
isn't. But I just posted something the other
Oh,
day
you did?
about
So you see what I'm?
Africans
Okay.
dyeing their skin.
Shout out to
color,
Ambi.
not
It's
accepting
ridiculous.
themselves. It's real. It is. It's real. It's sad.
And
What
with
is
the
that?
guy-
Nobody caught.
and with the guys, you see the pictures with the hats on, and then you
yeah.
take the hat
Talk
off.
about getting hatfished.
Oh man.
Look,
Catfish is
don't get it
exactly what
twisted.
is.
I know a guy
We see you
that
got
take
good hair
pictures
up there.
with
We see y'all got
shades
good
on
hair.
I'm not
all
bald.
of his
I'm
pictures,
not
right?
bald.
Hey, don't get it twisted.
Good.
Let me see yours, DV.
Good.
I got that good hair. My shit in good.
I see it. I
Hey,
see it.
red dot, no feather. That's what I'm talking about. I got good hair.
But if, look, signs. If you're never
Yeah.
smiling on a picture, number
Your
one,
teeth jacked.
your teeth are jacked. If you're
I'm
always,
getting braces soon.
that's
so.
that's false illusion.
Shut up.
Open your mouth. We want to see y'all just like
You
y'all
wanna
want to
see-
see the bodies.
exactly.
Y'all talk about the angle shots. Open your
From the
damn
neck to
mouth.
the-
Let
the
me see
top
your
part of the
grill.
picture.
Let me see you without that hat. Let me see you know.
Okay,
y'all always
okay,
say
now
that
we now you
women gotta
okay.
wear
You
that
trying to
women-
get us
Now
naked.
let's get on these
No, I'm
women.
about to do
Let's
it.
get on these
Hold on,
women.
I'm about-
Taking these pictures right chill.
Well, yeah,
Right
but
chill.
you know what the deal is.
Taking this picture right
Like, you
chill.
know what the deal
Like,
is.
girl, you can't give me below the
what does that tell
waistline.
you?
No,
Well,
that's
I need
true.
to see that full
Yeah, guess
body.
what? They
What
still
does it
holler
tell
at them,
you?
right? And they still end up in their beds, right? So shut the
Because
hell
when
up.
it's
And y'all do the same thing.
No,
But
no,
you
no,
put
no,
that
no.
hat on your head.
No,
You got me messed up.
Put your wave cap back on.
Herb, cut the lights out.
God damn. Damn.
Shit.
She be right here.
Baby, you're going from Niagara to Oasis.
She be here. All her pictures in the air. What a
At the gym.
she can take a picture like that right here.
Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what it is.
Come on, bro.
Hey, love yourself. The moral of the stories is love yourself. Love
yourself,
yourself.
bro.
It don't matter. Somebody's gonna like
Somebody
you.
gonna like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, somebody for somebody, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody for everybody,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've
Next
seen the most
question, Humphrey.
unattractive people
Yeah,
in relationships, and they've
Hey,
been in relationships.
you ugly to somebody, no
Yeah.
matter how cute you
I know
may
that.
be.
Hey, you finding
And
somebody.
you find something exactly.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
goes both ways.
Exactly.
Did I ask this question? Which gender is more afraid of commitment?
Ooh,
Male.
you already know what I'm
Women, of course, women.
Male.
Which gender is more afraid of commitment?
male-
Men
are
and
more
women.
afraid.
Women.
Man.
Guys
And
guys
women-
out there, put your
And
answer
be
in the
truthful.
comments.
Be truthful.
YouTube land.
Be truthful.
Be truthful, women. Which
Men,
which
be truthful.
gender
Men.
is more afraid of commitment?
Yeah.
Put your answer.
Oh,
If you put man, you will get blocked. If you put man,
I have 3 reasons right off the top.
Go
that
ahead,
come to
Keith.
my
Run it
head.
down. Run it down.
Being tied down and losing their options, scared that they gonna get a woman pregnant and have to be put on child support, and that right there I can understand.
Man.
That's a whole nother topic
And,
another
I
day.
think a lot of men, have been hurt too.
Yeah.
You know, they've hurt people. Some, I'm not gonna say all,
Right.
but men, once they're hurt, they're
They're
afraid
afraid.
of commitment
They're
again.
afraid.
They don't want to be hurt again. I mean, nobody want to be
A
hurt.
broken heart is a
but
painful thing.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
and
definitely.
it
We've all
takes
been
you
there.
through changes.
Yes.
You're thinking about a person that don't give 2 damns about you, and you worried about them, and you're concerned about them, and they and la
put a
la
lot
land
into-
sipping on
Right.
tea and enjoying themselves and forgot about you. And that's a hurtful thing,
It is.
especially when you still can see them on social media. You see them in the sun, sitting out and chilling while you still left behind hurting. That is a painful thing to go through.
It
So
is.
I think that people don't want that feeling again,
Right.
so they just play the games. They don't want that again.
But at some point, you gotta let it go.
You gotta let it
go.
On. You
Yeah.
gotta try it at love again.
is there anything that y'all want to talk about that we haven't touched upon?
There was a question. You said something about James' question that you was gonna discuss.
Oh, what was that?
Something about
Let me check it out.
Is it if real men provide and protect, what do real women
Shout out
do?
to King James. Even though you kind of low key threw me under the block earlier, I will punch you in your rib when I see you.
Shout out to Jay. So the question is, if real men provide and protect, what do real women do?
Well, the real
In
woman,
return,
a
what do you
real
do?
woman has already answered that question.
Say it, nigga, every morning.
We pray.
We pray. We manage the house. We protect.
We
Y'all
protect,
can protect
exactly.
too, but I'm gonna.
I don't need you to pray for my grandma. My
Oh.
mama do for that. I need you to do a little bit more
No,
than
we
just
need
praying
to
for
do
me.
Are you
more.
I got my
serious? So
grandma and my
you
mama
don't-
doing it.
Attack, it's spirits
Are
that
you
attack the
serious? You don't want-
I'm joking,
Okay,
dog.
you-
God damn.
You don't want
So
your woman to pray for
You
you.
definitely want
absolutely.
your
I
to
want
pray
that.
for you and y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all household.
We
y'all
manage.
children.
We learn.
Yes.
We need to be willing to learn.
Yeah.
Always be open to learn. Always
Right.
be trying to grow what we already have. We always want to continue
Always
to build.
listen and understand.
Exactly.
You know, it's not one-sided. A
We
relationship.
manage. We are the
is
management
two-
of-
it's both sides.
Yeah, this is for y'all. This is for
Management
y'all. So I
both
wanted to
sides.
know what. Yeah, what do you guys
We
bring to the
manage.
table?
So what do you
And we
think?
wanna
What do you
be-
think?
You know, I think we
As
should
a
be at
man.
peace. Yeah.
What should they bring?
Yeah. Or what should they provide?
No, we don't provide. What should we bring?
I guess
When you bring something, you provide it. Like you can
Well,
provide.
yeah, okay.
You,
yeah.
bro- you,
But
you,
you got
you
to
can
be-
provide sanity.
but-
You can provide peace.
But you know,
Yeah.
to
You
the
can
people that's
provide-
listening, they gonna end up.
Yeah, you're right. I
they
understand.
gonna-
Yeah,
oh,
you're
no,
right.
the
You're
man's
right.
supposed to
Man
provide and all that.
Right,
you know,
right,
cause
right, right.
confusion.
You're right. You
so-
understand. You're right. You're right.
Okay, but go ahead.
I guess bring that loving and caring and nurturing spirit.
Exactly.
I need that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
We need to
Yes.
build
That's
our
what we
men
need to
up,
do.
right?
We do.
Build
Yeah,
them up.
yeah, that's why Keisha
Speak
Piper.
life.
I need that Jill Scott. I need that Jill Scott
Speak
experience.
life,
Yeah.
encourage you.
Mhm.
Women
Yeah, all the
have to
encouragement, yeah.
encourage, speak life, nurture.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
manage. You know, pray. We supposed to take
My
care
love
of
language
things.
is words of affirmation. So I
Oh,
got.
that's
Really?
what yours
Yeah,
is. Mine is
my
touch,
mine's is
physical touch.
act of service.
Oh,
Acts
okay,
of-
really?
Acts of service. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Acts of
Mine's
service.
is
Acts of
time
service. Yeah.
and,
Like
physical
I
touch.
go over.
Oh, yeah.
The person I'm dating right now, I know I go over and beyond.
There's no such thing as over and beyond. If you care for that person, and then
Right,
if,
right.
if things
That's
have
whatever.
shifted,
And she be like, "Damn, you do that?" Like, yeah, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna
That's
do it.
what
I'm
it
gonna do
is.
it. I
That's
got
what
you.
it is.
Yeah, I
That's
got
the
you.
problem. We put these barriers on our
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
are so scared to like just put our foot out there and just do something. If it don't work, oh well. It just
And
wasn't
like,
meant to be.
I
You
I tell
just
her,
have to do what you
like
feel
I tell
like
her,
you
I've told her before, like I care for you. I'm starting to feel you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not in love with you. And she be like, well, okay. I say, hold on, I'm not telling you that for
her
you
to
to, for
tell
you
you
to tell me
back.
back.
You just
I'm telling you that to let you know how I
expressing
feel.
it.
Exactly.
I don't
Yeah.
need you to give it back to me.
Exactly.
That's just
Until
letting you know
she's
how I
ready.
feel.
Until you
That's
ready.
When you're
Until
ready,
you're
then you give it to me.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Like
There you
I don't care. Like that's one thing.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, you-
I'm not that sorry.
Got a hard ass
Yeah,
nigga.
we know you're not. We know you're not.
And she also told me I was in touch with my feelings. I was like, damn, man, but I had
Y'all are really sensitive
Michelle
people.
told me that
Scorpios
too.
are very
Yeah.
We
sensitive.
are
Y'all can be
Y'all
mean
sensitive.
as hell, but y'all
Yeah.
are
I'm
very
sensitive as fuck. I
y'all
try
are
to be.
very
I try.
passionate
We
and
are very
affectionate and
passionate.
touchy
We are
feeling.
very, very.
You know I
very.
try to be hard, bro, but I'm a pussy.
Well, you
ass
can't be
nigga.
because
He
that's just not
is.
you. It's
He
not
really
you.
is a pussy ass nigga.
I didn't ask you to take it over. Thank you. We didn't ask you
So-
for extra. Thanks a lot.
You know how Deanne. You know how you said you try to care and give, and if it doesn't work out, then so be it.
I mean,
Like
you don't ever.
that made me think about
Mhm.
when you're dating
Mhm.
and you find somebody that you really feeling. Should you open yourself up to caring for that
I
person?
feel like you
know?
should.
Yeah, you
I
should
feel
give
like
your
you
all.
should.
Like
You
I mean,
definitely should give your all.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about
I
it.
feel like
We
you
do
should.
that. Just think about this.
Mhm.
But when you don't know what they're thinking on the other
But you
side,
can't
that?
always worry about that. You
Can you
have to
put
do
the
what you right.
defroster on? It's frosty in here.
Because you got that heat.
Um,
You have to do what you feel is right in your soul and your spirit,
Yeah.
regardless of what the other person
Mm,
feel, do.
Right.
Not saying let that person take advantage of you. There is a difference. There is a difference. Don't let them take advantage of you. But
Right,
you can't just like hold yourself back from if you feel it for a person. What you laughing at? If you feel it for
Oh,
a person and then holding yourself back because you could be missing out on the opportunity. That
Right,
could be the one.
definitely.
And if it's not, oh well. What have you lost? Lost a few dollars. You lost.
I don't
this and
see it
this,
as a
but-
loss.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't see
learning
it-
lesson, I
this
guess.
is-
Learning
let
lesson.
me
lesson.
give you my perception of
Okay.
that. When we go to work, right, and we apply for a job, right? When we apply for a job, we're not worried. We worried about putting extra on our resume. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
matters how the job treats you, right? You go in and you give your all,
give
right?
your all.
You give your all. If they were to terminate you Do you feel like, well, damn, I wish I would have took back all my efforts and everything
Right.
into that?
Right.
You
That's what I'm
gave
saying.
that
That's
was
why
for
you
that
can't worry
time.
about it.
You can't
Mhm.
worry about it the same in this scenario. I hear people say,
That's what I'm
I want
saying.
my ring back. I want my car back. Let me
Have
tell you
all
one
of that.
thing. I'm going to tell you this, and I say this all the
Mhm.
time. People, my friends say I'm crazy for saying this. If I was to get with a guy, if I was to marry a guy, like I walked away from everything in my marriage. So material
You
things,
did?
yes, material
Damn.
things don't mean shit to me.
Exactly.
So if I get with a guy right now, I'm just hear me out. If I get with a guy right now, if he wanted to sign a prenup with me, I would sign it because you know what? While I'm with you, I'm gonna reap the benefits of being with you. Once I depart from you, I don't want your shit if
I
you
don't
don't want me to
want
have
none
it.
Mm.
You get
My
what I'm
ring,
saying?
I
So
gave-
it's the benefit right there.
respect that.
It's the benefit right there. I swear, I'm too
respect
proud
that.
for that. I'm very, very prideful. So my thing is that if we end things, the only thing that I want that we have together is the child. We gonna co-parent together. But if you have shit in you shit that you bought or you got gained, I don't want
Keep
your
all of it.
stuff. You keep
Exactly.
all
Keep
your
all of
stuff.
I gave my
Yeah.
engagement ring back. I
What?
didn't ask for his back. He still has it.
Yeah.
I don't care about that stuff. Like I said, like
I
that's what I'm
want you
saying.
and
Once
what you
you're
have
done,
to offer when we're together.
yeah,
When
that's
we're,
what
I cut
Yeah, I don't
time.
care
what
about
can I
taking
do
shit
with
back
it? What can I
neither,
do with
but
it when I
I
take
don't
it
care about
back?
taking
All of
shit
this
back
is
neither.
memories.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want that. I don't want the
Keep all that.
memories. I don't
Yeah.
want that
'Cause
bed.
I'm
I don't
starting
want
fresh.
none of that
Set it back.
stuff. I don't want it.
Yeah, I was dating a chick. I gave my kids like my PlayStation and my PS4.
Yeah.
It's attachments. I don't need all that stuff.
Definitely.
Play that shit in, you know what I'm
And
saying?
then
I
why
played
we
it
coming
back
over
then.
something that ain't mine no more? I mean, technically we were together. It was ours
Yeah, it was
together.
ours.
But I could see if we bought things together or whatever. Of course, we're gonna split that accordingly. But I'm like, if it's your business that you created, why I want half of that? That I didn't. I was there to support
some
you, but
people
that's what I'm
bitter and they
supposed to
just step out
do
of being
when I'm
bitter,
with
too.
you. Vice versa. That's just how I am. I see too many greedy people that I want half of that. I'm
But
old
you know,
that.
a lot
you know?
of them too be so.
Everybody
bitter
agreeing
and
with you,
upset.
Q, so you need to stop voicing your goddamn opinion like that.
Wow.
What up, Kiki? Do you love me?
Ryan,
I'm gonna eat my. I'm
got
eating ice for the
Versace.
rest of the
But why
night.
y'all didn't put it in the cup? Why we didn't get no water? or anything?
I'm sitting up here chewing on ice cubes and shit. Even though I love ice, so y'all could next time.
Cold water.
Next time we need Sonic ice, okay?
Got you.
When?
Sonic ice.
When?
Next time, okay?
When?
Next
Next question.
Next question.
When is love not enough?
So, I feel like
What?
once
The
so
heart.
if
I'll
you've
answer
decided
last.
to be with a person and you've gone through a lot with this person and you stood in there, you hung in there, eventually
like
you
that
get
question?
tired. Eventually you get tired, and sometimes just you have to know when to love yourself more.
Exactly.
So love can always
So-
love is there, but love can't always pull you through everything. You can't keep taking advantage of a
So
person's
exhaustion
love.
does
Exhaustion.
happen in relationships.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Let me tell you one thing.
Most definitely.
Let me tell you one thing. God gives us a definition of love. When I got my divorce, it took me years to do that divorce, get that divorce, because I was like, show me in the word where it says that it's
divorce.
okay, because in my mindset, when you married forever.
There
And I
you
was
go.
like, but
That's
God,
how I feel
But I
too,
was like,
yeah.
God, there's no way possible that you won't be in an abusive relationship.
Right,
I don't.
makes sense.
There's no way possible.
No.
But show me in a word.
No.
I prayed about it. I fasted about it. I prayed in the spirit about it, and God just gave me the
He's gonna
epiphany
reveal it.
one day.
Exactly.
Corinthians. What's the script? The definition of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is don't throw up past. There's certain things that God shows you. This man was not fulfilling all of those. Therefore, I knew
So
at
he
that point.
removed him out of
That's when love.
Right.
That was not love. So that's when you say, you know what? You got to remove yourself from the situation. Quote unquote, I love that man. No, you might love that man,
took
but
it
do
right out of my mouth
you gonna
also.
sacrifice your love? You gonna sacrifice yourself behind a man that you think, or a female that you think love you, when they don't even know how to fulfill the definition that God has put in place for us? Step. That's how you know if a person truly loves you, based off of those actions. people could tell you all day, every day that they love
But
you.
that's why it's important for a man to know the word and to know the Lord, because he's going to treat
Know
that
your
woman
word.
accordingly.
That's not always true.
It's
though, but-
in most cases, yes, it is, because the Bible strictly tells a man how to treat his woman. You just need to know the Lord. You need to know you.
I'm not thinking on that.
You're
Yeah.
funny.
Well,
but you
because
do
he
need
might
to know him
be-
because
he
that
might
will
be
teach
on-
that teach you how to treat your
Well,
wife.
a lot of
and
people,
it teaches
a lot of
us how
people,
to
A lot of people
a
have
lot of people
different
don't believe in
religions.
religion,
and they
but
don't,
they believe
and
in
they
a higher
don't.
power.
But for me, because
Yeah.
I'm a believer, you know, they.
So you have to be a believer to
I
mess
feel
with
like
you.
for me,
To mess
though,
with you, though.
You have to be a
Yeah,
Christian
yeah,
woman.
yeah,
You gotta be a
oh,
believer.
Definitely.
So do you believe? So you believe
And
that?
I'm
that
not saying you have to be at church every weekend, but you do have to
Because
believe.
I don't be at church every
Not
weekend.
me either. I
But
can't. I
'cause
can't.
the word
you know,
is in me.
expect something exactly.
And he gives us an
Exactly.
example to live by. And
That's
again,
right.
forget if you want to just eliminate the word out of it.
No, we'll
Even
take,
though you
we'll,
shouldn't,
we'll
you should
take,
keep the
we'll
word
take
in it.
religion out of it.
Take
But I mean, everybody believes in a higher power. We can
Well,
we can say that.
So yeah,
but
I'm
the
not
thing is
saying-
Whatever your
that-
belief system is.
whatever.
Right,
you believe
right.
in.
so whatever your belief is system is that tells you how to walk in love in that, practice that. Practice that. So
Enlightenment, huh?
practice it.
Mhm.
Everybody have to learn. Everybody got to have guidance from somebody. If there's
Right.
a person that's walking around that feel like they can't be taught, then you don't need to be around that person. That person can't lead me.
Something new to learn.
That person cannot
Yes.
lead me. He got to get his wisdom from something. And for me, it has to be through the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And I say I kind of feel like that's where a lot of
I
people.
said for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard
But
you.
if you believe in whatever you believe
Right.
in, you got to get guidance from that source as well,
Yeah, absolutely.
and stand by it.
And you know,
gotta have
and it's because I
something
have
to
it's
accomplish.
because I have my guidance from different places. Don't mean that you and another person can have a successful relationship.
Oh, that's true.
And
some, but not
I get with
everybody.
I get like a lot of Christian women because I've had the situation. That's really like a number 2A reason, number 1A, number 1B why I'm single, because I met a lot of women that all into the Christianity, and I have no problem with that. I'm not trying to lead you
Right.
astray.
Lead you astray.
Exactly.
That's not me. But it's because I don't believe. I mean, I'm an evil. I'm Satan.
so
and
you're not
I'm,
evil, you're just
yeah, but
rebellious
I've
to
been
their-
So
told
what
that.
you don't believe in? There's a
I believe in a higher power. Yeah, I believe in a higher power.
But he's
Okay.
just
I don't
rebellious, so they're not equally yoked. He's not.
definitely not
You're not.
equally
You're
yoked.
not.
Rebellious.
connected.
And that's a lot of the
I'm not
saying
time.
saying you're
rebellious.
devilish. It's just that.
Oh yeah,
you
but
don't
I've been
mesh.
told that though, Q. I've been told.
But I'm
that.
just saying, you just don't mesh. You can't force the
yeah.
connection. If
Yeah.
you don't
Definitely
believe, if y'all don't have the same beliefs,
Yeah.
how can y'all
Don't waste
grow
your time.
together? Because no, it's
How can you know that? That's that. Now, how can you not?
And
Says who?
but y'all already clashing. You're not with her because
How?
No,
You
I
clash
mean-
with a guy that do have the same beliefs.
They're talking about the spiritual, the spiritual connection.
Spiritually, yeah.
That does not mean you cannot
connection.
have a connection regardless.
Yeah,
You
no,
may
no,
have
nobody
a-
said
There's
that.
always an exception to
may
every
have a-
rule.
you may have a
Nobody's
sexual
talking about
There's an
that.
exception to
you
every
can
rule.
have
You
a
may have
sexual
sexual
connection. You
Yeah,
can
all
have a
that
lust
shit.
connection.
Yeah.
You can
But
have a
that's not-
connection.
that spiritual
No,
connection
but
can't
you're
be
not
there if you're not-
understanding.
if
You're
y'all
not
have the
getting
same
it.
beliefs.
You're not
Right.
getting
That's
it.
spiritual
And
You
connection.
need
but see,
multiple
that's why I feel like
connections.
that's where the I'm not gonna say
No,
what
but
I
I'm
wanna
saying
say,
you're not finna stay with one girl just because y'all got a sexual connection.
No, I'm not.
You
I
need
didn't
mo-
say.
so that's
Y'all
what I'm
said
saying, it's
sexual.
multiple-
I did not say
No,
sexual.
we're just throwing that out
Okay,
there.
okay,
We're just throwing that out there.
Connections that you
But it's
gotta
not a
have.
spiritual
Yeah,
connection.
you gotta have more than one.
You gotta have more than
one thing to
connection
be
that
connected
you-
to the person. That's what I'm talking
Exactly. It gotta be multiple.
Yeah. That
Because
shit
one day your ass might not be sexy to me no more. So then what? Shoot.
What the hell is sexy got to
Ass
do?
out then.
Oh damn!
You ass out.
You better start talking to your mouthpiece work.
Because if your communication is horrible, baby, I can't do. I
Communication
And that's
is a
another
big
thing.
factor.
Let's discuss the
Communication is a
men
big thing.
I
shutting
can't
down the
deal with you.
communication thing. And I know we had discussed that Virgo men, a lot of Virgo men shut down, but I think all men will shut down depending on how you represent things to them. You know what I mean? If you're all in their face pointing and talking crazy, and
Oh,
rolling your neck,
yeah.
they're gonna shut down.
Oh,
Right.
Men
It's
will
about
shut down.
communicating.
Anybody will.
You gotta
Men
learn
will
how to
shut down if
communicate
you
with your
ask them a
partner
question. That's
if they don't want to answer.
so it ain't always. 'cause
Some men.
I
I'm not
hate.
gonna say all men, but some men.
I hate. Let me say
But,
this. I hate when they say, "Oh, the black guy." Every time we talk to y'all asses, we ain't. We're not doing that. We're trying to communicate with you,
Remember
and
that.
y'all just have that complex that black women is just. going off on you, and it's not always the case. You get what I'm saying? Y'all have that complex. We do communicate and ask questions, just like any other race. We want to know details. We want to talk business. We want to make sure things are taking place in our house that needs to be taken care of.
You can't handle your business.
We
You can't
do.
those things.
We are intelligent and have businesses, and we want to talk to you like we would talk to our business partners. Some men, it's communication is necessary.
Tear it on y'all ass off.
Who is that? Who is that?
My boy B, you know.
Hey,
You getting in their ass.
communication is key. I can dig it.
Communication is definitely key.
What else do people need to know? Just like in
I'm gonna holler at y'all.
10 seconds.
Be patient
In
with one
15
another.
seconds.
Be understanding
Okay,
with
you
one
the
another.
best,
Love one another. You can work through things.
Right.
Just be honest and be open. Be open with
It's
one
cold.
How long y'all?
Definitely got to have respect.
another. You definitely gotta have
It starts off with respect.
most
for me.
definitely. Be honest.
Be honest.
Upfront. If it's something right off the bat that you
All right,
want,
bro.
that you don't want.
Hey,
you
appreciate you
need to
coming out, homie.
That what you are and what you are not gonna accept.
Right.
And stick to your word.
Your words. I cannot
Word is the
stand.
bond, huh?
I cannot stand a person that make promises and they.
A lot of women can't stand it. It's not just you.
Definitely.
What you mean?
Not just
Guys,
you.
I'm in here, right? There's a lot of women in here.
Yeah, you
I'm trying to
represent-
tell you.
Yeah,
Whatever you is, yeah.
See, he know I'm standing. I'm sitting behind him. He done- he
No,
done
finish your
stand there.
statement.
That's what you was saying,
Finish-
Q.
finish your
God
comment,
damn, I'm
honey.
Well, you
fucking
keep
with you.
interrupting me.
Let me hear. Let me hear.
Shit.
Let me hear.
I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
forgot to. Goddamn.
Go to the next
This-
question.
this-
Somebody
He
say
did
be
that on
patient, be
purpose.
honest, communicate, listen, be accountable, have sense
Be
when
accountable.
want, be respectful.
Accountability shit.
Is that what women want? Is
Well,
that
I
what
always
they
wanna
want?
talk about
No,
sex.
they want to be happy.
No, this is what a woman said. This
That's
ain't
what
what
they
this ain't what man. What up, Q? That's what Q said. You know, Q, an avid watcher.
They want to be happy, and whatever that
Yeah,
happiness
most
consists of.
But it shouldn't be just. It's not one-sided. We want everybody
Yeah,
in the
we from
relationship to
Be happy. Correct.
Because if one person's not happy, if one person's unhappy, then the whole relationship pretty much is going to be unhappy, right? It's not going to be a good, healthy relationship.
Yeah, makes sense.
Everybody in it got to be happy.
Got to be happy.
Yeah,
And if
that's
you ain't happy, you can move on.
So y'all know how to make y'all man happy?
Yes.
Y'all know how
When
to
he
make y'all
comes
man
along,
happy?
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Explain. How do you Q? How do you make your man happy?
We just
And
explained
then you
it.
go. No, I want to hear the motherfucking again. How do you make your man happy? How do you make your man happy? Come on. Explain.
By catering to his needs, by loving him, by respecting him, by supporting him. I just answered the darn question.
We did.
I wasn't paying
Like
attention.
what are you doing? Because you keep.
No, I'm on my
keep letting
tablet
people
too.
Interrupt the truck cast. When I watch the show, I don't see these many interruptions.
Go ahead. What do you
Do
think?
not
What do you
interrupt
think?
my time.
What do you think? What do you
It goes
think?
back to what we were saying
We love you
before.
so much, Q.
You know,
You
praying,
get what I'm
praying for
saying?
him, praying
Just
for
that's just disrespectful.
Deanne, run it down.
What you say?
It goes back to what I said before, praying for him, praying for
Mm-hmm.
us, you know, making sure he's happy, making sure he's satisfied, making sure he's fed, making sure he's, you know, happy
That's what I'm
with
talking about.
just himself, letting him know, you know, how much I appreciate him. What are
Exactly.
you laughing at? How much I appreciate him. And just encouragement, right.
Talk freaky to him. You know,
Oh, yeah,
send him
do
little.
whatever,
You know,
you know.
you gotta keep
We
you
together,
know
we
send
keep
them
the spot- the
send nice
spice.
pictures
Yeah,
and
oh,
stuff throughout the day and
Definitely.
stroke his ego.
Send a nigga a picture throughout the day.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to that.
Baby,
That's about the best shit you
Hold
said
on.
all
Do that.
day.
Baby, you my big tiger, baby. I can't wait to
Oh, I
you
like
my
when I do that
tiger,
shit, yeah.
honey.
Hey, baby,
I
I'm a
can't
tiger.
wait. Yes. Baby. You know, you
My
got
baby just called me a tiger.
you gotta pump that nigga up. You
Yeah,
gotta
Yeah,
blow his
I need my
head up,
ego
you
stroke
know?
every once in a
Y'all
while.
do.
You do
Y'all
that for your man.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
talking
Yeah, you
saying?
can't
That's
stroke
what I'm talking
everybody's
about.
ego.
Ladies, stroke your niggas' ego.
If
Where's
he's
the
worth
affirmation?
it.
Oh
And
my
men,
God.
stroke your girl's ego.
Oh, yeah.
We not so much.
You do that shit out some.
Me myself,
You
I'm
do
not
today.
always so much.
You know your
into, like,
goddamn hair looking like a
Slapping
damn.
that booty at random. That's it.
That's
Shit.
it. Do
Oh
that.
man, we
Definitely
love
do
that.
Off
You
top.
know?
Definitely do that.
I
Off
like
top,
when
man.
I'm
Just
I
watch
like
you
when
go to
I'm bending
sleep.
over and
Off
I'm
top,
playing
yeah.
and I'm bending over and I'm picking up some clothes and stuff.
You
You
just-
just grab me by the waist and
All that.
that's that.
Y'all do the same
stuff.
thing. We be brushing our teeth.
but
Y'all
yeah.
want to come in and humble.
It's fun.
Don't
with
be
that
fucking
shit.
doing me like that
That's
shit,
right.
man.
Like
That's
we do
it.
stuff.
I'm the
throughout day
motherfucking
that
man.
need that.
Right.
But that's
That's
okay. It's all in fun. It's all in fun.
Do
You
me
know, while
like
you
that.
sleeping, I come over there and I mess with you and stuff like that. And
That shit
I'm
ain't funny.
playful. I'm
I
playful.
like it.
Oh, it'd be funny if somebody came and woke you up out your sleep doing, Yeah, it'll be gravy then, wouldn't it?
Mm.
It will be.
So
we
so
got-
shut up.
White and brown gravy.
Oh
He's
God.
Hey, hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man.
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you.
can
It was fun.
Yes.
do they know, you want to throw some information out there? How
Y'all
they
get
get in
y'all,
touch
y'all
with you?
Facebook, Snapchat,
Miss
Instagram, all
Deanne?
that.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
cute.
I know that stuff by
Shelton
heart.
on Facebook. I don't know my
What is
Instagram.
I don't even know.
Instagram
Yeah.
is QYA77.
Okay.
You my Instagram is it classy lady? I don't know. I have no idea. If you
Mm-hmm.
find me on Facebook,
I don't need
then
all
you'll be
y'all
able to find
following
me.
and shit.
Don't need
I don't
Okay.
need them
Okay.
problems,
Okay.
you know. It's only one person I want to follow me.
Who was that?
I
Jesus.
hope you're watching. Hey, baby.
Ooh, like that.
Oh,
Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, make sure
Good
you
night,
send us those
everybody.
truck questions. Truckcast2018@gmail.com. Truckcast2018@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, IG,
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, YouTube,
Gosh,
all
all
at
this
the
out there.
Truckcast.
Goodcast.
Hey, make sure. What else about the web?
We ain't said we drinking all night.
Didn't I? Well, you know what we drinking on. It don't matter. You know what it is.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. We had a good show, man.
Good show, man.
Hey, thank you guys so much.
Hey, we try
I hope
to
you
go.
guys enjoyed.
Yeah,
You know,
we try to go on every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Our new show time is 9 p.m., guys. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. No more 9:45. 9 p.m.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
That's it.
we know you lazy niggas have to go to bed early. No, you ain't going.
How about
You ain't gonna do nothing but get up, go to work, and eat lunch. That's how you gonna do it. Fucking work.
All right, shit.
No, baby, I work.
Girl, you eat lunch at
I
work.
work.
That's all you do. You don't do no damn work.
Shit. I work
All
so
right.
hard for mine.
All right, let's wrap up. Hey, it's your
Y'all drive us to
main
the
man,
car.
Humvee.
It's your boy DB.
Hey, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace. We'll holler at y'all.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate that my shit got hot. I don't even